Welcome back. Well, it looks like Baines killed poor Louis Pate and dragged him into the river. Which means that whatever evidence we need, besides the evidence we've already gathered, of course, is in the river. Because of that, Keith has called a dive team. Hopefully they'll be around soon. It'd be nice if we could actually dive. Oh, there's the dive team. Right on time. Officer Moore says, "Well, here I am, Bones. What can I do for you?" Well, we want to dive, of course. Dive in river. I don't like diving alone, and I'm the only diver available, Moore says. You wouldn't happen to have a scuba certification card, would you? You say, yes I do. You think to yourself, now, where did I put that? We do have a scuba certification card, but we haven't found it yet. Well, if you have it, show it to me, Officer Moore says impatiently. Okay. It's actually in our wallet. In the back of your wallet, you find your scuba diving certificate. You show your scuba certification card to the diver. Okay, wait here while I change. Is that convenient? We can dive with him. Wow, this guy's a quick change artist. Yeah, especially changing into a wetsuit. I mean, I know how difficult that is. Okay, Bonds, says Moore. The equipment is in the van. Just take what you need. Okay. Well, we're going to dive into the river, but we're going to have to change, of course. And what do we have here? All kinds of diving equipment. In the van are various items used for diving. You see some yellow air tanks, one grey tank, a wetsuit, a weight belt, a buoyancy control vest, a scuba mask, and fins. Well, we're going to need all of those things. We're going to need the fins. You take the yellow pair of fins. Why the yellow ones? Why not the black ones? Anyway. We need the vest. You take one buoyancy control vest. And the belt. You take the weight belt. The mask. You take the diving mask. And also the suit. You take the wetsuit and change into it. Fortunately, they just happen to have one in his size. And we need an air tank. There's 3 of those. And it's actually random which one of those you need. It depends on how much air is in them. Let's try tank 1 first. You remove the air tank from the back of the van. And we need to look at it to tell how much air it has. And this one has 256 air. I have no idea what units they're using. PSI maybe? No, definitely not PSI. 256 PSI of pressure in a in an air tank would be horrendously dangerous. You put the tank back into its wall brackets. In any case, that's not the full one. You remove the air tank from the back of the van. Oh, this is also not the full one. You put the tank back into its wall brackets. Now it has to be tank 3, because it's never tank 4. You remove the air tank from the back of the van. Yes, 2200, and you can tell it's the right one because we got points. Okay. Then we should go and dive. Before exiting, you put on some scuba equipment and you leave everything else you have in the van. Officer Moore puts his mask and fins on, climbs into the water and disappears from sight beneath the surface. You quickly put on your fins and follow him into the swiftly moving river. I quite like this sequence. Oh, we got 6 points just for diving into the river. Well, of course, it's a Sierra game. So, it's gonna be tough, this. For one thing, we're on a timer here. If you take too long, you run out of air. For another, there's very strong currents that can drag you off, and also makes it harder to swim to the left because the direction of the current is to the right. Along with the junk, you see an old car on the bottom. There are huge boulders on the far side. Well, I don't think Baines used a car here, or dropped a car into the river here, so that's probably not his. What do we have here? Pair of sunglasses or something? It's a pair of algae-covered underwater goggles, lost by a swimmer in the murky past. Okay, that doesn't have anything to do with Baines. How about the tire? There's a bull truck tire nestled deep in the mud next to a 55-gallon oil drum. And the car? The old car has been sitting here rusting away for a long time now. Okay, that's all stuff we don't need. Let's check upstream first, just because it's harder to swim that way. Gazing into inner space, you see various items of junk scattered along the river bottom. You see huge boulders upriver, and a perpendicular wall on the far side. Looks like there's a waterfall over there. Is there something here? This looks like something red. There's a lot of mud and trash on the river bottom. You'll have to search it for clues and evidence. Nope, that's not it. Maybe in between the rocks there, or something. You see an old rusted out can. That's not it. There's something grey over there. Looks like it might be a pen of some kind. You notice a glint of light reflecting off an object. Well, that's not very specific. Let's take the object, see if it's anything interesting. After picking it up, you look at the object, which is sharpened to a point. All of a sudden, in your head, a light comes on. You remember what the prisoner said, how the suspect held a makeshift knife on the jailer during the escape. Yep, looks like this could be that knife. You slip the knife into your belt and keep it as evidence. Well, doesn't look like there's anything else here. So let's check back in the middle. We already checked out the glasses. There's a glint of gold, or something similar there. Let's see what that is. You see a flicker of gold from the corner of your eye. You're amazed of what you think this object could be. You brush the mud off an object that appears to be a badge. You look at the badge and think to yourself, this is like finding a needle in a haystack. Actually, it's more like finding a needle in a stack of other needles. Fortunately, it wasn't the One Ring, because that could have ended badly. Okay, anything else in this river? Oh, it looks like a rowboat. Along with the river bottom vegetation, you see many large boulders. An old tire is half buried in the mud. The wreck of a small rowboat lies against the rocks. It's a wreck! No way to bail out of this baby. What's that down there? This thing. Argh. I'm gonna go around this side. Just a discarded, rusty old can. What else could be of interest here? The tire, maybe? Not likely, it's probably just part of a car. There's something between the rocks there. Let's check that out. You notice something apparently hidden behind some rocks. Okay, let's move the rocks. You move the rocks, exposing a human hand. Okay. Startled, you jerk backwards. A human hand! Could it perhaps be attached to a human body? We'll have to find out in the next video.